Does this work? Hello everyone. Just having a little bit of tech difficulty here. I'm just trying to make sure that we are indeed live because I already gave my intro, but it seems like that did not pan out the way that I wanted it to. Okay, great. So it looks like we are live now. Good morning, guys. Thank you for chiming into my first ever YouTube live stream, and my apologies for the delay there. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube live stream, and today we are going to be taking a look at JPfans, which is the partner of this video. We're going to be going through their services, which essentially is like a proxy shipping service for us North Americans, but really they say they ship to 150 countries around the world. So if you're watching from Europe, for example, then you will be able to purchase products from there. Good morning, Crest. Thank you for chiming in to the live stream. So yeah, essentially with JPfans, they are a newer service. There are quite a few proxy shipping services in Japan. Most of them market themselves to specialize in a different area. So for example, for JPfans, they market themselves to specialize in like trading cards, collectibles, and I think K-pop goods or whatever. But in reality, all of these platforms, they have access to the same Japanese platform. So, even though JPfans markets themselves for like collectors, you'll be able to find like watches or ceramics, dishware, camping goods if you're into like snow peaks or Japan, limited exclusive items like that. So today I want to do a deep dive on JPfans. We do have a $30,000 yen budget to spend, which I'll just quickly show you guys here. So this is like the platform and everything. So I have it set to Canadian dollars because I am in Canada. So in Canadian terms, that's about 272, Canadian dollars. But let me see here. So on the top right, you can choose the language. Most of us will be English. And then currency, you can choose like USD or Canadian. So if it is USD, the equivalent will be, wow, our currency is so weak, 196 and 50 cents. Okay, so I'm gonna check it out on Canadian because what I want to do today, I have noted down a few items that I would be interested in, and thank you guys for voting in my previous poll. You guys indicated that most of you want to see me look at watches in Japan. I think about 40 to 50% of you guys wanted to see watches. 10 to 15% wanted to see magazines, and another 10 to 15 wanted to see accessories. I could be wrong. That doesn't sound like it adds up to 100, but nobody wanted to see me shop for straps. So we're not gonna do any strap shopping today. We're gonna hop right in and we're gonna start looking at watches. By the way, guys, I do have the live chat beside me, even though it is a little botched, my setup right now, so please forgive me. But if there are any watches that you think I should take a look at or you would like me to check out, please let me know. But with that being said, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna show you guys the homepage first. So this is essentially the homepage. You'll see like trading cards. This is like all their banners, but the one that matters the most is 50% off Mercari. This is incredible because JPfans is directly subsidizing for this in order to earn market share. Let me just click on this so it doesn't keep switching out on me. Mercari is essentially the Japan equivalent of eBay. And the thing with Mercari, however, is that you can only ship to Japanese addresses. So what JPfans, the purpose that they mainly serve is that if you're buying off Mercari or Rakuten or Yahoo Auctions. Yahoo Auctions is essentially JDirect items shopping here, and Rakuten as well. JPfans will help you purchase the item. They'll ship it to their warehouse, and then they will then proxy and ship that good or whatever you purchased over to you. So 50% off Mercari is huge. I was informed of this when I was going back and forth with them on email, but they did say that there is a top limit. So let's check that out first. But first, I'm gonna claim this 50% off shipping coupon because it's just free. So I'm gonna hit claim right there. The older your account, the more coupons that you'll have. So if you're using this, just claim all the coupons available. So I'm gonna check this out. It says rules. Maximum discount amount, that's like $10 Canadian. Okay, so I saved $5, which is, hey, savings, right? Okay, let me claim that. I'm gonna go into my account, which you guys, if you sign up for an account, you'll be able to do the same, and I'll just check out all of my coupons. So with these platforms, time to time, usually like once a day or up to like twice a day even, there'll be like a bunch of coupons for you to use. So as long as you claim them, if you are buying something it will just automatically apply for the most part. And most of them aren't something super substantial, so I usually just keep it here. I don't really review them unless, you know, I'm like trying to save a lot of money. But with that being said, let's jump right in. The last thing I want to show before I get straight to it, this is very important. This search bar up here, you can search for anything. And this toggle here, you can toggle between the different platforms you want to shop from. If you don't click these and you only click like Mercari, for example, you will be able to also just shop from this panel. But instead of being able to search, you'll just be shopping by categories, which I guess if you have a lot of time, you just want to, you know, just have a shopping addiction, you just want to scroll through it, then sure. But for the most part, you'll just be going up here in this search bar and searching for whatever you want to find. Crest says, could have saved more money for the roaster. That is true. I mean, I am happy. I'm still happy with the deal I got, given how much I paid to Cartier and to the other platform before with Mercari. I'm currently wearing it right now, by the way. Quick wristwatch check, the Cartier roaster. I've been wearing this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks straight. Ever since I got it back from service. Which day was it? Was it like 18th? 14th or 18th, I can't remember, but ever since I got it back, it's been on the wrist. I've been super happy with it. It's super comfortable too. I'll do a video reviewing it later down the road, but let's look at what we're gonna buy today first. So this toggle here, this is important as well. There's auto translate and search, and there's direct search. I highly recommend toggling this to direct search, because if you do auto translate and search, for example, so let's say I want to search like Seiko prospects, like that. The translation is not perfect, so I guess it did a pretty good job. Let me try a different example. So let's say Seiko, what are some other names? Alpinist. I think that should prove the point here. Actually, no, that doesn't prove the point. Okay, it's behaving right now, but when I previously tried, the issue that I was having was that it will translate it to something that doesn't mean the literal meaning that I'm trying to say, or like the good folks at Japan, they don't type it the same way. So I would rather just use direct search and then use Google Translate or ChatGPT to find how to type, like for example, what is my list here? I have like Timex Nano Universe watch, Seiko collaboration, that's another term that we get to use. So essentially you're just trying to fish for these keywords or key phrases and try to find items that match. Okay, so that's just something that I'll be testing out throughout the stream. But with that being said, let's jump into it. So I'm gonna start with Seiko's just because they got the most amount of see, like this one for example, if I just search Seiko tuna, it gives me this, which I don't know Japanese, but I'm sure that's not how you say Seiko tuna. So I'm gonna pull up Gemini and just ask it. Let's see. Tuna. I don't know if... Okay, you know what? Let me try this instead. Direct search. And let's go that. Oh, wait. Oh, we already have some... Okay, cool. Let's just go down the results. I'm not sure if I covered this earlier because I'm a little bit all over the place, but if there are some items that are over the $30,000 yen mark and I really like it, I might buy it because then it's kind of like a subsidized watch, you know, subsidized by JPfans. This one is solar. It does look cool, but I don't like solar that much. This one is cool. It is quite expensive, and you know, since I joined the watch hobby in like 2018, I think, I've always been a little puzzled with how expensive some of these Seiko tunas are, because even look, this one's a quartz model, but it's like $1,000 US. Pretty crazy. And it does look pretty beat, like the hands have some wear to them, so it looks like it's definitely been opened and serviced before. But they are cool watches. I've just always been puzzled with how expensive they are. Hey, phone9732, going watch shop in Tokyo next week, so hype. Excited for you, man. Is there any items that you're specifically looking for, any models? Crest says, I think they made an automatic version of the solar model. Those are more uncommon if I remember correctly. All right, we will keep an eye out actually. Let me just open this for later if I need to refer back to it. Here's a PVD black one. This is a badge. What is this? It says coffee. Tuna can diver pin badge. Say coffee. That sounds cool. What is this though? I can't tell. Like, is this a real watch? I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me pull this to the right. I'm gonna have to do more research on that later. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna close this tab too. Yeah, I think I have indeed seen the automatic versions before. It's been a while. I think there was a green version as well. I'll keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll see it somewhere here. Also, the reason why I'm hesitant to search it by low is because there might be some parts. Yeah, like these will just be parts. Although I guess we could sort by low and just check it out from this. So there is a green one that does look solar too. What is this? Seiko Marvel or some vintage Omegas. Ooh, you know what? Seiko Marvel. I'm gonna add that to the list. Seiko Marvel. I'm gonna check out that here. Hopefully you can find something through the stream that, you know, you're like, wow, I want to pick that up too. Crest says, that's a little pin about 2.5 centimeters in size. Oh wow, you've seen this, eh? That's pretty cool actually. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna dive into that. That sounds like a rabbit hole worth spending my Saturday morning investigating after the stream. Or I could do it on stream too. Okay, I think there's only a handful, or maybe not even, of tunas that we can check out before it really exceeds the price range that I'm comfortable with. Baby tuna, it's okay. I don't really like the yellow. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Also, I'm not sure if you guys know in the chat what the difference between tuna and baby tunas are. Is it just the size or like the water resistant? Yeah, these are starting to get to like the $80,000 mark. Okay, let's quickly check these out. My intention is that I'm gonna find the ones that I like, I'm gonna add it to cart, and then by the end of this stream, we will visit our cart and then decide on which item that we're gonna pick up. So this one, it doesn't look like it's a Seiko, or maybe it's a mod, it's Proxima, so I'm just gonna close that. This one, PVD black case, not my personal preference, close that. Same thing, solar, close that. Automatic Prospects tuna, eh? It is a little expensive. The photos are a little weird too. It's kind of like low res, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close that. And then this one we'll come back to. All right, let's move on to the next search, which should be Seiko Prospects. Seiko Prospects. Crest said, they have a bunch of different versions. I believe they were given as gifts with purchase. Oh, that's so nice. And now they go for 163 Canadian. That's crazy. Tuna is 300 meters or higher, water resistant. Baby tuna 200. I see. So I guess daily wear, you're not really gonna feel much of a difference, but that's really good to know. I'm gonna sort by low to high again. Mr. Shohei Ohtani, lots of fanfare to him. I don't know what this is. Is this like fake? Or not fake, but like modded. Let me just scroll past that, try to find something that we can recognize. Just very quickly here, if you guys go to, I believe J Direct Items Shopping, this is where the new goods are. But most of the time, if you're hunting for deals, they're gonna be down below for the used section, either the Mercari or J Direct Item Flea Market. These tote bags are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not that big of a Seiko like craze enthusiast. Like I like Seikos, but I'm not like head over heels, you know what I mean. Here's like a ramen cooking pot, which is pretty cool. $11. I'm gonna add that to the side. Oh no, let me pull that back up. What did I just close? Oh wait, this water bottle is only $13. I'm gonna pull that to the side as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna order it. Like shipping a water bottle sounds like it's gonna be expensive. Here's another one. What is this? Keychain? We're like looking at everything except watches. You know what? I'll visit that later if I need to like top up for a couple bucks. But let's keep going until we find a watch. We saw a digital, couple digitals. What is that? Super Runners. That's a solar watch, I believe. Some straps. ASB88 says, have you found an independent to sort the polishing on your Cartier? Yes and no. So there are trusted local technicians in Vancouver, but I don't think I'm gonna bother like fixing it because, to be honest, the polishing is not the biggest part that I was unhappy about. It was just the overall service and how much I was charged, which again, I guess is industry standard, but just the fact that I have to go out of my way to try to get them to ask me if I want to have parts replaced, that was kind of like I'm not so sure about that. But the other thing that I saw some of my comments mention in that Cartier video is that I don't regret buying it off Mercari. I don't regret buying a beat up model off Mercari in a really worn state. It's just because I decided to send it to Cartier and have it polished, it's kind of like you're getting the oil changed in your car, but you're trying to leave your tires flat. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that you just usually do all at once. Like, you get your oil change, you get a car wash, you get your tire back to whatever PSI. And, you know, I'd be okay having a dirty car if it's like almost broken down, you know, because there's some charm to it. I guess maybe car isn't the best comparison because it is a utility product compared to a watch, which is like something you appreciate. If I had sent it to a local service shop instead, paid like $300 to $500 to get the dust attempted to taken off, the movement service, but nothing polished, then I wouldn't have minded it looking beat up. I wouldn't mind the oil stains on the dial, at least if the technician tried but didn't take it off. So I'm not sure if that makes sense to you guys, but that's my logic on why I was not the happiest with the Cartier service. But now that this watch is fixed, the dial is new, the crystal's new, the hands are new, I'm happy wearing it. I don't really care about the scratches on it anymore. And I'm trying to not make any more scratches, if that makes sense. Crest says, when searching for low to high for Seiko watches, I like to search the movement number or letters, reference like SBDC. We miss out on fun accessories. Yeah, that's true. And I'm not the biggest scholar when it comes to reference numbers, so this just seems a little safer to me. This watch does look pretty cool, but it's a little busy. This looks like a Casio Juro. Let me try to make some progress here. Oh, this is the one that we saw earlier. I think this is a little cheaper. This is a Solar Diver. Ooh, we're starting to see some. I hesitate to call it SKX, but they do look very familiar to me. Let me check that out later. How's everyone's Saturday morning going? And let me know if the volume sounds okay, because I got a couple things going on. I got background music, got the mic, got my camera. Hopefully I look okay. I think these are called Samurai. Yeah, it's called Samurai. I'm not a huge fan of the case shape. It's a little too angular for me, but they are really nice watches. I'm trying to find something. Maybe I'm setting my sights too high. To be honest with you guys, like if I'm gonna be blunt, I think your Seiko prospects, Seiko alpinists, those are all in like the $800 Canadian range and up. So I might have more luck later looking at SKXs, but I just want to make sure, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. I'm just gonna check it out. This is cool. It's like a baby monster snowflake, I think it was called back in the day when I was like trying to get into a nice watch. Oh wow, that is cool. We're gonna check that out later. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more scrolls. If I don't find anything, then we will move on. All right, okay. Let me close this one and then check out what this was. Is this automatic? 7S26. Is that an automatic movement? Oh, I'm blind. It says automatic right here. What is this? 7S26 auto winding out of machine model. I suppose that means out of production. Whoa, Chrono 24 has this for a pretty high price. Sort low to high. Real Chuck P says volume's great. We can hear you slurping just fine. Okay, maybe I'll drink the coffee away from the microphone. You know what I'm saying? Okay, 375. So that is a pretty good deal. Where is it? Where'd it go? Right here. Does this come on? So this one's on a NATO strap, NATO rubber. Well, I guess it does come with bracelets. Bracelet would be like 500. Let me see what the description says. Oh, view transaction. There is a scratch on the place of the day of the week, but the other is in a beautiful state without any dirt. It is an out-of-machine model. It is a self-winding model of Seiko. Movement 7S26. Appearance is around SS. SS is pretty good grade. Speaking from like a gaming perspective, screw down to rotational bezel. Okay, so it's a unidirectional bezel. I'll almost say mono-directional bezel. Unidirectional. Dallas black color. Okay, so according to this seller, the watch is in pretty good condition. I'm going to cart this, and then we can check it out later. So it's in my cart right here. Let me close this tab, and then let's move on. This one does look a little bit more beat, but what is this? SBCM023. Let me see if that's on Chrono. No, maybe it's an older model. SBCM. Okay, Fratello Watches has a blog post about it. Come on, man. What's going on? Allow all. Okay, whatever. Crazy accuracy in a familiar case. What year is this? Does it say? 200. Oh wait, is this quartz? Lithium battery inside. Okay, so it is a quartz watch. It is good looking, but I can't do quartz, man. I'm gonna be real with you, but it is a cool watch. It looks like the seller has the full kit as well, but it does look a little beat. But yeah, that is a cool watch. If you guys are interested, well, SBCM. What is the number again? SBCM023. You guys go check it out. Now this one here, this is a more recent model. The reason why I opened this is because I think this is supposed to be a bit more expensive, around that $800 range. But then again, I'm not super in tune with Seiko prices. Oh, this is solar. Okay, maybe that's why it's cheaper. Oh no. Okay, you know what? I'm probably not gonna buy this water bottle, so I'm gonna use this to search my next one, which will be Seiko SKX. RDA says, which playlist are you listening to? This one is called Happy Morning with Relaxing Jazz, Smooth Jazz Music. It's on YouTube. It's like a 10-hour video. I just played it in the back. Crest says, battery changes are a pain with those 8F perpetual Seiko cross. You know so much about watches, man. Yo, please educate me with these things that I'm searching for. Like, if it was you, let me know what you would be searching for. Like, what would be around that $300 Canadian range, or like 200 something US range that you think I should check out? Let me know. That one retails for $875 Canadian. That's a nice discount, yeah, but it's solar. Man, you're like a Seiko scholar, man. That's crazy. It's good that we have you in the chat with us. Sort low to high. Get through the parts first. Okay. So here are some of the new Seikos. Black Boy. Oh, SKX007. I haven't seen those string of references in a long time. I remember when like Instagram was crazy about this watch, and then it kind of got discontinued. The newer Seiko 5 Sports came out and then replaced them, to many of our dismays, because like the bezel isn't the same, the water resistance isn't the same. Seiko also backed it with a ton of marketing budget, and so these became a lot harder to find and also drowned out. So this one in particular is in pretty bad shape. The crystal seems beat, but maybe we will be able to find a better looking one. I think this was like a recent limited edition. Okay, and the SKX007. Ooh, that looks similar to my SPSA 187. Another 007. Now I did own a SKX. I never owned a 007, but I owned a 013 before. The case was too thick for me, but then at the same time, it was a 38mm watch with like a 13.5 thick case. So maybe an SKX 007 with its, I think it's 42 wide, might make the silhouette feel a little better. Yeah, this looks so much like my SPSA. It's got like the shark tooth indices and the square indices, but it doesn't have the Fume dial though, you know what I mean? Okay, I think I'll click this and then we'll just move on to our next search after this. Wish the Seiko yacht timer was not quartz. I can't do quartz either. Yeah, I feel like so many of these beautiful watches, if they just made it a mechanical movement, even was a manual, it would be so much better. This watch, like the hands look so nice. Look at that. It's got a nice shine to it. And the bezel is nice and aged. Yo, I am liking this. Let me check this out. How does it look? So this is head only. Definitely shows signs of wear, but the dial looks unmolested, which is fantastic. Let's see what this says. Use working product, bezel rotation smooth, please check condition. Okay, I don't think it really helps. I don't think the description really helps. It is a beautiful watch. Let me check out the other ones. This is the newer model. Oh wow, it is a SPSA as well. Interesting. Yeah, that's a cool watch, but I don't need two watches that look very similar. Now this one, it is 80 Canadian dollars more, but it comes with a bracelet and there's a lot more photos, which is a lot more assuring. Let me see. How long is that? 6 centimeters to the clasp. Wow, this seller is really attentive. It's got pictures of everything. Okay, so from the bottom lug to the clasp is 6. The clasp is 3 centimeters long, and then all the way around is 20 cm 2 inches. Yeah, okay, that'll fit my wrist. I'm hoping this is cm. I don't think Japanese people use inches. What does this description say? Estate of his father, currently in operation. Do not know details because I do not have expertise of. I'm gonna close this. The watch. Purchase at Mercari once. Returned due to glitch in the crown. From a buyer, it was pointed out it was in a state where the crown is floating. The function, which is important as a diver clock, cannot be used normally because it cannot be screwed on. As we checked on our side, there are cases where it can be screwed. But it seems like there are things that okay, it seems a little sketchy. Basically, they're saying that this watch was once sold but then returned because the crown cannot be screwed on. I'm gonna have to close it. I don't know how to deal with that. It's a little too sketchy for my liking. But I'm very happy that they're willing to disclose this information. We will exhibit along the arrangement of divers in the summer. Think about letting go due to shrinking storage. You can purchase immediately. Price reduced by about $30. I like this model very much. Kept a few points. Used on weekends. Wow, this was made in 1996 to 2019. I didn't know that. No successor in the model after disappearing, and the sports line included divers integrated Seiko flies. Condition: operating. No significant slowdown or speed up. I believe it is within acceptable range for a vintage unit. Fast forward date, but no problem. Fast forward date, but no problem. That can either be a poor translation for the date works and there's no problem, or maybe the date goes a little faster, but that's not a problem. Hopefully it's the former. Bezel reverse anti-rotate, so it's unidirectional mechanism, automatic. Hand winding is not originally belt. I'm wearing a Jubilee, genuine Jubilee. Okay, good. 19 centimeters around the wrist, good. Because use item, field use can be seen. Please confirm the image will be deleted. Okay, so yeah, this one not sketchy at all. I'm just gonna check out the photos real quick, but I think between this and the head only for 110 Canadian dollars difference. This one seems a lot more assuring, because they did say, right, this person only used it during the summer. It's like a summer watch, and that they're selling it due to storage issues. Nice wrist shot for us. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it does look a little thick on his wrist. I don't know if it's because of the vignette effect, but let's add that to cart. This is a contender for us to be purchased. Paul Tuna 4392 says Seiko Selection Men's Quartz S Series. Damn, this guy typed a what is that thing? Spell or whatever. Reference number A3C72. What is this? Oh, that does look pretty good. Oh, that does look good. There was a I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's a Nano Universe Seiko chronograph that looks very similar, and it looks so beautiful, but it's sold out. Nano Universe Seiko chronograph. I actually wanted to buy this. This was like 500 Canadian back in the day. Where is this? Where is it? I mean, yeah, they did have these kind of like I call these the 79260 Prince Chrono homages, because like with the Valjoux movement, it's on the side instead of down below like a Daytona. But this is not the one I was thinking of. It's this one here. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Like, there's even brush patterning. I'm just noticing this actually. There's brush vertical patterning on the subdials. And the numbers and the hands are all just creamy loom patina looking whatever, and then the chronograph hand is like a pristine white. I love this so much. Hold on, let me rub my nose. All right, hopefully you guys didn't hear that. I think I muted it. Okay, but yeah, this is a beautiful watch. You know what? If this watch is available, I might just grab it. SZER102. SZER102. Would it be in stock? No data. What about auto translate? Nothing here. Let me just try JDirect items for free market. Nothing here and nothing there. Okay, we tried, we struck out. It is a beautiful watch, man. It's like right up my alley in terms of design. Okay, what's next? Seiko 5. Let's go. Probably looking for like recent limited editions, like the Seiko Ships model. I think Journal Standard had a collaboration as well. This might be a little hard to sort from low, so I'm just gonna go from recommended order. Crest says, I love vintage, so I look at Seiko Lordmatics, a lot of conservative styles, but a lot of wacky disco 70s models. For more modern watches, I just look up Seiko 4R36 and 4R35 and see what comes up. That's a great point. Love my more Lordmatic, says phone. Let me put that into Seiko Lordmatic, Seiko 4R36 and Seiko 4R35. Not every seller will be familiar with Seiko reference. Sometimes it is good to look at the case number on the case back, for example. Got it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these, they probably don't list the movement number just because they don't really know what the numbers are. This is a cool looking watch. It's like a very military issue looking case. I'll pop it open later. Oh wow, that is high. You know what? I am gonna sort by low. It's just because I know when to stop. Otherwise, it's gonna go on forever. Those are some links. Get some old Seikos. Oops. Yeah, these are all like pretty old models. I think we need to get into at least the $100 range. Let's keep going. You know what? I think there is a filter here. Whoa. Sizes, price range, there it is. Let's go from like one, maybe 2 20,000 yen. Oh. Apply. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That worked. Okay, cool. Let's see. Here's an old Seiko 5. Well, not old, but like recently introduced used model. That is cool. When looking at Seiko 5, it'll include, oh true, 5 in the letter, in the movement number. That's why so many old quartz watches come up. You make a good point. Hopefully this price filtering fixes the issue. Now, I'm starting to see some models that I used to see on eBay back in the day. Like back in 2018, 2019, when I first got into watches, I had like no money. I was like going on eBay, I was searching Seiko, sorting by lowest, filtering by buy it now because I don't want to be bidding and stuff like that. And among the sea of Franken watches, there were a few gems here and there. I never pulled the trigger on any though. Oh, that is cool. What is that? I'm gonna check that out later. Oh, my SNK. This is my old watch. This is my... It was a in-between watch for me. It wasn't like my first watch or anything, but I had it for quite a while. It was after I bought my first Tudor. Yeah, I remember like back then I was like, I'm not really comfortable wearing my Tudor every day. Can you guys believe that now? But yeah, back then I was, you know, just new to my career, so I was like, man, I wanna wear a Seiko. And then I started watching a lot of videos, quote unquote, from the Pontiff. Life's too short, you gotta wear a nice watch, whatever. And that's yeah, like how I started out in watches is pretty much there were 3 YouTubers that I watched a ton. It was Bark and Jack. I really appreciate how genuine he is with his content, and also his like videography. Just the production value is so high. I also watched some Urban Gentry. I watched him the most actually when I was first getting into it, because he featured a lot of the cheaper watches on his channel. But then by far the YouTuber I watched the absolute most was Archie Luxury, just because his content really has nothing to do about watches. And so a lot of times when I'm not in the mood to buy anything, or like, you know, kind of have, what is that word I'm looking for? Like a page shill. Like if I don't want to listen to someone saying, oh, this watch is so great, you should buy that, check this out, this release is coming, I just listen to Archie and he'll be talking about whatever, like the most unhealthiest things ever, but it's just entertainment. So yeah, I listened to him quite a lot back in the days, and honestly I would still too if he kept making videos, but I think he's mostly doing live stream these days, which, hey, he's my predecessor for real. Like this is my first ever live stream. Hopefully I'm doing okay. I'm not really seeing much anymore down here. Got a nice salmon dowel Seiko 5, but for the price it's pretty expensive. I'm pretty excited honestly for the Lord Maddox, that crest you suggested earlier. Here's another of the newer Seiko 5s. Yeah, these you can start to see these come down on price a little bit. They used to be about 350 Canadian, I believe, brand new. And then the Bay, when they were still in business, had very frequent sales about them. And now they're in like the $230 to $250 Canadian dollar range on Facebook Marketplace. There's like a sea of these older Seikos, eh? I wonder if I can search, like, you know what? I'm just gonna, okay, let me do 5 more scrolls, because I want to check out what results Seiko collaboration would yield. Yeah, I don't think there's too much here. Let me just move on to the next one. Yeah, let me do Seiko collaboration first. This will probably be auto-translate and search. Okay, this one I do need to filter pretty heavily because there's a lot of stuff. Price range, let's go from 20,000. Apply. And then sort by low to high. All right. Okay. Magic Stick Wire WW. Oh, what is this? Mizai. That looks kind of intriguing. And they're starting to exceed my budget. What is that? But let's keep going. Maybe we'll find something that will make me want to pay over our allotted budget to pick up. What are these? Suzuki Swift. That's probably a quartz chronograph. This is what is this called? Kamen Yaiba? Ultra 7, I'm not sure, but yeah, this is one of the recent collaborations that came out. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of that brand that I saw during the Vancouver Watch Fair last year, where they had like the cool bezels. I can't remember their name right now, but I do like that design, but I don't know if I could wear it for a long time. Oh wow. Oh wow, the price is really getting up there, eh? Oh, here is the metronome watch that came out recently. My buddy tried to grab one. Like he really liked the design. He's not much of a watch guy, but he just liked how this looked. He doesn't play piano either or whatever, but he was like, man, like they're all sold out. Like he thinks they're getting scalped. I don't really know. I haven't looked at the release for them yet, but apparently this Seiko metronome watch fragment edition is like really popular on the secondary market. It is very unique. Yeah, it is very cool. Not for me, but you know, for someone's only watch, kind of has that like young hands Bauhaus style design where it's just like a case, a dial, some hands, and a crystal. It's very simple. I can definitely see the appeal of that. I'm gonna scroll down just a little bit more, but we are starting to get priced out. Oh hey, there's a Seiko Tic Tac. It's pretty expensive though. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys this. This is pretty cool. So Honda had a collaboration with Seiko, I think this year or last year, and they made this watch. This watch here. It says, I think 500 on the dial just above the date. It's pretty cool, but pretty expensive as well. So, okay, let me just check what we have found so far. This is a pretty cool watch. It says AGS on the dial. It is a quartz watch, but it's also $150. Where did this come from? Also, it has a pusher. I wonder what that pusher is for. Is that to set the date? What is that pusher? Let's see what this description says. Complete beauty collectibles. Replacement of new secondary battery, full operation. Okay, so battery just got changed. Below values about feeling Seiko AGS SUS SAS valuable military model. Kinetic AGS movement, automatic winding power. Oh, I used to have a kinetic Seiko watch. Secondary battery has been replaced. Glass visual intact. New NATO belt, no accessories. Understanding characteristics of AGS. I have no idea what AGS is, but I see some cool stuff down here. I'm gonna check this out later. That looks very cheap. It is a cool watch. I don't think I would pick it up, so I'm gonna close it. What is this? Seiko Chorus manual wind waterproof watch. That looks very small. How big is this? That looks like 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters? Yeah, 30 mm. That looks tiny. Yeah, I think if I was to pick up a vintage Seiko, I would prefer one with a display case back. And obviously there's probably a price associated for paying for that, but yeah, that's like the main appeal for me, because there are some beautiful manual wind Seiko watches in the past. Here's just a standard Seiko 5. I'm not sure why I opened that. It's got a cool like 5 marking on the dial. 20 Outlaw says, do you have any Casio? I have a Casio F91 and that's it. I used to own a Casio Duro, but I've sold it. It's a little too big for me. Used Seiko 5 Sports. Now this looks like it could be a steal without even going into the description. Let's check out the photo first. So it does have a PVD case. Not PVD, but like it's kind of blackened. I'm not sure how to describe it. The second hand definitely pops out a lot. Here's a close-up shot. I'm not sure if it's trying to show like defects or anything. There look like it could be some staining on the loom, but I'm not sure. This one seems okay. Man, this almost looked brand new. Why is it so cheap? 207 Canadian dollars. Let's see what this says. Condition. There are very few signs of use and is in relatively good condition. Approximately 42.6 millimeters, 45.3 millimeters, about 13.6 millimeters tall, 22 millimeter lux width, and arm length. Oh, I guess like the NATO fixing is between 14 centimeters to 25 centimeters. So that'll fit most people. Comes with box, outer box, instruction manual. Accessories are shown in the photo. Please check condition. And then it talks about the brand. That looks like a steal. Hold on, I'm gonna add this to my cart, but then I'm also gonna check out their shop. Let's see, Crown KP. All right, Gus, yeah, just got a bit of everything, eh? But what is that? Looks like a JLC. Okay, I'm gonna have to filter keywords, the search, watch, then apply. Okay, let's check this out. So it looks like they are a used store. Maybe that's why that green watch was so cheap. Got a moon swatch over here. What is that? Another moon swatch. Oh wow, they got a Black Bay 58 bronze, eh, in the store. It's pretty cool. Omega automatic silver wristwatch. You know what? Just for the sake of exploration, let's take a look at that later on. Seiko Navigator timer reissue. Huh. Wow, they actually have a lot of stock. I didn't expect to see so many scrolling down here. Yeah, there's way too many. I guess maybe that was just a one-off, them selling that Seiko. Or you know what, maybe actually I'll just search Seiko and see if they have anything for me. Seiko. And apply. Oh, what happened? Seiko. Apply. Wait, am I just in... how many results are there? Right, I think I might have messed up. I needed to go back to the seller's page. Yeah, showing results for Crown and then Seiko. Apply. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a custom Seiko. I was like, man, that looks too cool to be whatever price that was, $46? Ah, oh, so this one was owned by them too, the SAS watch. Oh, they got a Giugiaro design. That's pretty cool. I saw those a lot when I first started out in the hobby. I think people were trying to resell them back then. Is this real? That looks a little too good to not be a mod. What does it say? Classic sports model. Let's check that out later. openness there. All right, I think that's it. Oh, there's even more. Wow, I've already been streaming for 15 minutes. We gotta pick this up a little bit. Okay, let me check this out. This is the used Omega, $2,000. Does it say that everything is functional? Silver stainless steel, automatic watch with date display function. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't say if it's working or not. That does look pretty good. I have a soft spot for beads of rice bracelets. But yeah. Now what is this? Oh, it's a quartz model. I see. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense why I haven't seen this before. It's a collaboration model with Shinzone. What is Shinzone? Shinzone. It looks to be a fashion brand. I see, fashion brand. Yeah, that makes sense why it would be a quartz watch. Pretty cool, but almost 500 Canadian for a quartz watch is not for me. Here's an old 5 Actis, which is a little too old. Not for me either. Mizai. Looks to be just fashion watch, but I do like checking out these collaborations because sometimes you can find some good stuff. Design is a little too wild as well. All right, let's move on to our next search query. Seiko Lordmatic. I wonder if Seiko Lordmatics are the one with display backs. I could be wrong. Okay. How should I sort this? Oh, Toshi-kun says, is this website cheaper shipping? Yes, so because they're trying to get more people to use their service, they're a newer service. So because they were trying to establish a bigger user base, they are offering some very, I would call them like aggressive coupons right now. I have a referral link in the description. From what I was told, if you sign up with that link, you get $86 USD of shipping off. Like you get a ton of coupons. And right now, if you buy on Mercari through JPfans, you get like $5 off, just as like a default. So there are some pretty good deals here. Nothing that's like life changing. There's no like 20-30% off, but or like total order. But definitely give it a shot. Give it a try. This Lordmatic looks pretty clean. Cress, if you're still with us, let me know how this looks to you, because I'm a total novice when it comes to that. But look at that, even the milling on the case pack looks pretty clean. And Cellular Republic 1, welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you. Oh wow, they even show the movement, eh? There's like a lot of wear on the edges of the dial. Not sure if it's just because it's an old watch, but it doesn't look like it shows through. Oh, it does show through. Interesting. I think I just like how the photos are taken, but the watch looks like the dial is pretty beat. Maybe it's a rebuild. Oh wow, this is a watch specific shop. I'm gonna pop that open, check it out. We got trading cards here. Let's see. Keyword search Seiko. Super clean bracelet. It's good. It's good. Wait, why am I seeing? Okay, I don't think this is how I'm supposed to be searching for it. Cause I think it's like a and search query, not a or like not. It's not searching for Seikos within the shop. So I'm kind of seeing some of the watches that I was already looking at before. But yeah, that bracelet does look really clean, eh? Here's like a denim dial. I might go low to high. Oh wow, that does look pretty good. Got a black one here. Oh, you don't see that every day. Okay, let's check these out. This one, I think this is the one. Yeah, the super clean bracelet. And then you have this one here, which the crystal is visibly much more deteriorated. Also, I do really like the the case shape and the lugs on this. I really like these, where the end link just hugs snugly into the case. There's no like curvature on these cheaper watches, because it's a lot easier to like put a replacement, like if I want like a piece of rice or an oyster bracelet on it, it's a lot easier to fit out. This too, but I don't like this case shape. I don't like this like cross. I don't know how to describe that. It's kind of like a turtle shell in a way. Seiko does that a lot these days with some of their Prospects models. Not a huge fan of that. Did I already? Yeah, I already opened this. And then this is the cross case as well. This one is cool. Like I saw this on Instagram before. There were a lot of posts about it. Cool watch, personally not for me, but check out that crystal. It's like a boxed crystal. Pretty cool. So it seems like that Lordmatic is the best condition one that we see. There's also this Linendahl version. Hello? Where'd it go? That doesn't seem to want to open right now. Hey there, hey Felix. Sometimes you see the stain because of the glass, not really with the dowel. For Seikos, any Rolexes? Yes, there are Rolexes, but they're out of our price range right now. If you want to check out Rolexes, you can just go to JPfans and just start searching. Go crazy. There's a lot of stuff on here. This one, the case does look a little bit more beats. Which bracelet is this? It's the same bracelet. Interesting. Yeah, okay, I think this Lordmatic is our top runner, so I'm gonna add it to cart. Where's my cart? And I'll check out like the description later as well. Hopefully there's no issues with it. Let's move on and search Seiko 4R36. Let's see what comes up. You are definitely correct, man. These are all like more modern versions. This is great. Wow, they even have a gold rotor. What is that? Is this like commemorative? Oh, it's a real rotor for parts. It's pretty cool. And there's the green Seiko watch. Yeah, that green Seiko watch is priced really well. Another rotor. Oh wow, yeah. Seiko recently did a collaboration with Pepsi, and the watches from it are absolutely like crazily expensive. It's like $1,000 for a, well, as you can see, 436 movement, $1,000. It's pretty crazy. This looks so beat. What is that? It says Presage, I think. Oh wow. I think I used to own this watch before. Yeah, I think this movement, from my understanding, is the base Seiko movement, so a lot of the watches will be around the price point that we're comfortably shopping for. Got a Pink Panther one over here. Not really seeing anything that really catches my eye, I'm gonna be honest. I think those SKXs that we found earlier are the top contenders right now. That is pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. I'll check that out in a bit. You know what guys, I'll just leave it on this tab. I'm gonna run to the washroom. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Hello, hello, test. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I muted when I left the room. Sorry, I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying that the brown watch that we saw earlier, Long Island watch had it at 270 US, which is around $400 after like taxes and everything. So it is a cool watch, but we are shopping for a deal right now, so I just closed it. And then with the Seiko Sorry, I was saying that it was one of my very first Seikos because like it had a close, also not close, it had a display case back, a gold rotor, and it looks so much like the Sarb. But I eventually upgraded to the Sarb. This was back in like 2021, I think, and I never looked back. But it was still a really nice watch. Like it had, a date over the Sarb. It was a lot cheaper too. I think it was like $350 the time I bought it, which, based on what we saw just now, I think that's still the price. You can still pick one up for pretty cheap. Yeah, sorry guys. Forgot I muted my mic. Okay, here's some Presages, some modded Seikos. I have a coworker that really likes Presages. Like we introduced him to the watch hobby, and then he one of the first watches that he bought was a Presage. This is interesting. What is that? Is that like an airport limited edition? What does it say? Kawasaki Heavy Industries collaboration. There's an airplane. Look at that. There's an airplane up here. There's a motorcycle here, and then there's a boat, like a carrier ship, whatever, there. What is this? Isn't Kawasaki... I know Kawasaki... Oh! Does Kawasaki make airplanes? I know they make bikes, like motorbikes. SZSB. What is that? Hold on. Let me see if I can find information on this. Kawasaki Limited, 10 months ago. What is that, man? This is like the most random watch ever. Like, if you like Kawasaki bikes, would you buy a watch like this and have like an airplane and a carrier boats along with it? What is that? Oh, that's their watermark. Yo, this is so unusual. Kawasaki makes airplanes? I did not know that. Look at that. It's probably one of the coolest finds that we'll see today. And this is 435 Canadian dollars. Also, this, what's going on with the second hand? Is that a rotor? Yo, this watch is so unusual. Guys, this is... Hey guys, hey, if you like the design and you're a big fan of Kawasaki, it's listed for pretty cheap on Mercari right now. Not for me personally. I don't really consume any goods made by Kawasaki. But yeah, if you like it, then please go check it out. Sari is a little big, yeah. Sari is 40 millimeters. Compared to the Sarb, it is quite a lot bigger. What collaboration is this? Yoneto Hori. What is this? This is a guy? Looks like a sports team. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll see it soon because, to be honest with you, I am mainly looking for collaboration models. I do have this on my list. I forgot what this means. What is this? Oh, I think this is the words for mechanical. Hey, it's my SBSA 187. So, are these all mechanical? That is a very expensive watch, but it is also a very good looking watch. Let's check that out later. Oh, here's one Nano Universe. Oh, this is not mechanical. This is Nano Universe. Okay. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, Nano Universe is also a fashion retailer in Japan, but the one unique thing about them is they make some beautiful collaboration watches with Seiko. Like my SBSA 187, which I don't have in front of me right now, was made by Nano Universe, and they made some absolute gems. That chronograph I showed off earlier, that was made by Nano Universe as well. Yeah, they make some beauties. Let me just keep going down the list, and then I'll show you guys together. Yeah, this is the SBSA over here. They also make this style. Very simple, very minimalistic. I think that's like their brand's design language. Okay, so this is all the Nano Universe they have. I wonder if J Direct Item Flea Market will have anything, so I'm gonna check that as well. Or this one. Okay, they do. Let me just quickly sort and then go down. I have a Seiko Presage Cocktail Blue Moon SSA 405J. Got it as my first watch. I don't know that by name, but a Cocktail Blue Moon. That sounds beautiful. That does sound amazing. I think this J Direct Item Shopping just has brand new watches only. But maybe we can find some new old stocks of things that they used to carry. This would load. While we wait for this, let's check out this one. Guys, look at how beautiful that looks. 1,638 Canadian. It makes sense. Expensive. Like, it is beautiful, but the price is, I'd say about $800 is where I think it should be priced, because it is a quartz watch, but that is beautiful. Limited to 300 pieces. I guess that makes sense why it's so expensive. Look at that. If I was looking down my wrist and I see that, I think I'd be pretty happy. Not if I know I spent 1,600 Canadian on it, but you know, if I got it for retail, what, like $300, $400, you can't be mad at that. That is beautiful. White dial SUS Nano Universe. The black dial equivalent will be this one. So this one, you can see it's only 272 Canadian dollars. So this in comparison is a steal, but it does not have that gorgeous white dial. I think this is going to be a quartz as well. The case looks a little thick. I'm not sure how thick it is. And this product is not available for purchase. Sometimes that happens, like they'll say I don't ship to, or I don't sell to proxy services, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, that is a pretty cool watch. And here's another Nano Universe watch. This is a diver, a quartz diver. The hands are Fotina. It is a pretty recent release, so I don't think that's like a genuine patina there. Pretty cool. Not for me. I don't really like dive watches with these numerals, Arabic numerals on there, the number numerals. But it is a pretty cool watch. Yeah, Nano Universe do make some nice stuff. Unfortunately though, that looks like it's all the watches that they had on there. I'm just gonna search explicitly Seiko Nano to see if anything comes up. Not J Direct Shopping, because they only sell new items. Flea market, anything? Crest says the SUS are a little small at around 34 and don't wear larger, which 34, eh? Maybe not if that's the case. I think 36 is the lowest I can go. Seiko Nano. Let's go low to high. I'm just gonna try to see if there's anything that didn't show up previously. This looks interesting. Wow, these are all really high. I guess, yeah, there is one that has $756. Oh no, that's a different one. Oh wow, so this is actually the only one listed with the white dial. That's crazy. $1,600, yeah, that is that's wild. Just gonna check if I missed anything. Yeah, they made these rectangular watches before. But there are better rectangular watches out there, in my opinion. Yeah, this one kind of looks similar to the profile of a Tic Tac. Pretty cool. $362. Let's move on to, I think you said Seiko Marvel before, Cress? Ooh, that looks good. Please tell me it has a good looking dial, because that case back looks delicious. Look at that. Look at that. Only $136 too. Wait, where's the front? Or what is this? What is this selling? Oh, it's selling the display back? Okay, so this is not the watch. This is just selling the display back. I was like, man, that looks so good. So I guess whatever Seiko Marvel I buy, I could buy this display back thing just to get it to show the movement, which is nice. I don't know if any of these come with the display back, because it would be pretty cool. Hey, what up, Fire Blur? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, this one has a bracelet with a matching end link, but it looks like the crystal is pretty beat. I want to see if it has a, no, it's a closed case back. Crest says, yeah, some people like swapping the back of vintage Seikos to clear backs to see the movement, especially on King Seiko and Grand Seiko, gold medallion, right? Fireblur, Roaster's going good, man. It's been wearing it for a week and a half, 2 weeks now. Ever since I got it back, it's been on the wrist every single day, and I absolutely love it. Crest, I want to try to find one with a display back, but I don't know if they exist. And I don't feel like paying $100 just to get the case back opened. Ooh, that is a cool dial. That is a little too old for my liking. This, ooh, look at that. I really like this this case to lug design. It looks so nice. Wow, this looks good. Is this working? Hand winding. Oh, 34, eh? That's a little small. Hopefully they're not all like this. This is a seahorse. Oh, it's got a seahorse on the case back. That's cute. How big is this? Doesn't say. Interesting. I like the case of the other one better though. It feels a little stronger. Seiko Marvel. This is a very old looking watch. Hopefully it's not tiny. Oh, 34 millimeters. Well, these are all so small. Let's keep going. Hopefully, maybe like the bigger watches are down below because they know they're more desirable, so their price is a little higher. Okay, yeah, but I'm starting to get priced out. All right, let's go to, guys, I'm gonna be hopeful and I'm gonna search King Seiko and see what happens. I know there used to be a ton of these on eBay. I don't think they were ever below 500 Canadian. We'll see. We got a lot of Shohei Ohtani staring back at us, telling us that we're being a little too optimistic. But it doesn't hurt, right? Searching is free. Let's see. Couple King Seiko quartz, okay, that's a good sign. It means that maybe a mechanical one will just be around the corner. 5740 Lord Marvels are 36. Okay, I'm gonna search 5740 Lord Marvel. Fireblur, yes, JPfans is a new proxy site that's sponsoring today's video. They have some really good incentives right now, like a ton of I think $86 was the amount. $86 in shipping discounts in USD. So if you sign up and you buy anything, you save a lot of money compared to other proxy shipping services. Only 30k yen, you could get lucky and get some 5625. You know what? For the interest of time, I'm just gonna shotgun those numbers. 5625. Let's see what comes up. Sort by low. there are some results. These ones look like they have gold-plated cases. This one, these all look really good. This one's dial looks like it's a little damaged. I'm just gonna pop all of these open right now, and then we will review them one by one afterwards. I don't like these dials. And then what is that? 5626 King Seiko. Okay, sort by lowest as well. Oh wow, that is cheap. Got one on the bracelet. Oh, sorry, leather strap, leather strap, leather strap. Hey, I feel like I hit the jackpot, yo. Cress, you gave me the right term to search. This is amazing. There's so many good ones. I'm just trying to look for the ones without the damaged dials. Okay, that's it. Alright, wow, we got a lot of tabs to go through. This one, I thought this was gonna be some like collaboration hallmark, but it's style damage, so I'll just close this. This one looks okay. I guess the medallion fell off. I don't know if this is considered okay condition or if there would be better ones, so I'm just gonna keep it there. This one's dial and crystal are beat, so I'm gonna go next. This one's crystal is beat. I suppose a lot of them will be in this condition. Wow, late 1960s, that's a while ago. Wow, this one looks sharp, man. I don't think these end links are correct, unless they just don't have like a snug fit, but look at that. I suppose it's not super impressive, but that is good looking. What is this? KS Hy-Vee auto winding in operation. Well, that's very good that it's working. 37 millimeters, yeah, I can do that. Time can be set without any issues. It runs smoothly. Don't notice any gain or loss in time. Yeah, that is pretty good looking, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if I can find better though. Okay, so these look like it's different dials because this has a double baton for the 12 o'clock. But this looks to be in much better condition, and also it has a stainless steel bracelet, so I'm gonna keep this one open. Bracelet isn't original, but otherwise very promising example. Yeah, this does look great. Plus no gold medallion on the back to fall off. That is true. Do they fall off easily? Is it just glued? Is that why? I'm gonna add this to cart, and then we'll review it together after. This might be a... Wow, we're already an hour and a half in almost. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this a 2.5 hour live stream. We gotta go through this list fast because we're about halfway through. This one, I don't know if it's like, is the Rehot supposed to be so tall? That kind of looks weird from the side. This does have a gold medallion, but oh my god, that is missing a huge... Well, I guess it's not like fully cracked, but okay, let's move on. Immovable. Okay, don't like the sound of that. This is an immovable junk item. All right, let's go next. Sorry guys, I'm just skipping through this a little bit just because I was not keeping track of time at all. Thank you guys for, you know, sitting here or driving or whatever you're doing on this beautiful Saturday, just watching me go through this huge rabbit hole of Japanese used Seikos and watches in general. Really appreciate it. I'm just gonna try to speed this up a little bit because I don't want this to be too long. This dial looks good. Kind of. It's hard to tell. And it does have a medallion. How does... Cress, how does this dial look? I feel like it's a little dirty. I mean, like, obviously, yeah, there's some like stuff going on, but yeah, I feel like it's a little too dirty for my liking, but I'm sure it's a beautiful watch. This is the only black dial I think that we were able to find. Looks like something's going on the crystal as well. The bracelet doesn't look original either. Super thin piece of 14 karat gold held in some kind of mechanical adhesive for the live. Hopefully, yeah. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you being here helping me. Otherwise, I would not know to look at these Seikos at all. Another King Seiko high beat automatic. The dial looks pretty busted. Wow, that dial looks beautiful. It's vertical brush patterning. 34 millimeters though. Doesn't work for me. That looks busted. That looks busted. Did we already see this before? I feel like we did. And yeah, it's a little too dirty. This is a 30-day assurance, good accuracy. Okay, I think we were able to score one. We were able to score one King Seiko. Let's move on. I am KO Fu says Seiko is lame. Hey man, Seiko is it's a very special brand to a lot of us because it's where we started out. They have the staying power, and I think they make great watches. Fire Blur says look at some G-Shocks next. I'm gonna do G-Shocks, but I want to search Incipio first. So for those of you guys don't know, there's this Japanese watch magazine called Tokei Begins, which means time begins, or watch begins. And they had they had a series of limited releases of homages to old Rolex models. And they named the brand Incipio. So usually they are pretty expensive. Yeah, you can see like the cheapest one here starts at 500 Canadian dollars. But I always thought they were just really cool watches. But yeah, okay, it looks like we won't have any luck here. I just want to do a quick search. That was Mercari. Let's try the flea market to see if we have any more luck. Nope, no luck there. Okay, let's move on. Next one I want to look at is Kuo. This is the Kyoto watch brand. I think their watches are a little too small. 34 millimeters, I believe they all are. But they started making some like bigger diver looking models. I just want to do a quick search to see how much they can be had on the secondary market. 223 for small seconds, 263. It's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Guys, I was just curious to check. It is too small for me. I think 34, I think. They're all 34 millimeters. It's a little too small, but look at some G-Shocks. Okay, I was gonna search Casio, but I suppose Casio, G-Shock. I will have to search collaboration with this because otherwise there'll just be way too many for us to go through. What is this? Doesn't say. Bathing Ape, G-Shock. I'll be honest, guys. I know next to nothing about G-Shock. I like this silhouette, but that's about all I know about G-Shock. So if I'm gonna be shopping for G-Shocks, it will be looking for collaborations. Like I know there was a G-Shock collaboration with this whiskey brand last year, maybe the year before, and I was like, damn, I want to pick that up, but then it was like US only or something, so I wasn't able to grab it. Oh, one sec, guys. I need to grab my charger because my laptop is dying. I didn't think I'd be live for so long. What are your thoughts on Credor? Thoughts on Credor. I think Credor is like the ultra premium dress watches that is kind of Grand Seiko, but not really. I don't recommend it. I don't think the brand prestige and the history is there, even though Seiko's been a long brand. I think just buy Grand Seiko if you want that, unless like Credor is kind of like a micro brand from a very established family of brand like Seiko's, if you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe you can derive what I think about Credor based on what I just said. I don't really know how I think about Credor. I don't really think much about them, or I don't think of them much. Anyways, I'm gonna grab my charger. I'll be right back, guys. What's at the top of your wish list at the moment? I'll be honest, I don't really have a watch that I really want right now. Maybe the Datejust 36 Jubilee with the smooth bezel, the Wimbledon that I saw back at Nakano. That's probably the one that's like, damn, I want that watch. But aside from that, I don't really have a strong urge to purchase anything right now. Like I'm super happy with my collection. I think the Roadster is perfect. It's gonna serve me for at least a good year before I really like try to seek out and try to add anything else. This is a cool watch. It looks very kiddish, but it is cool. I'm gonna search Timex Limited. There is a Timex watch that I wanted to check out, but I'm gonna try this first to see if we can find anything cool, because I know Timex has been doing quite a lot of collaborations. The Tudor hat is awesome. Thank you, man. I got this Tudor hat 2 years ago. There was an event and my sales rep, who is a good friend of mine now, his name is Sergey, he invited me to the event alongside with my buddy Keyboard Grinder, which if you guys hear like piano in the intro or outro or like intermissions in my videos is all done by Keyboard Grinder. So huge shout out to him. We both got a Tudor hat. I think he did. Maybe it was the one before, but anyways, it's one of my favorite hats. I just pop it on in the morning when I don't wanna bother with my hair. Timex Campers Japan Limited. Wow, that's cool. It looks to be a very basic watch though. All right, so we're not done yet. Okay, this is the one that I was gonna look for. I don't know if you guys heard this yet. There's a Noah Timex moon phase watch. The issue is that it is a very, very thick watch. I'm gonna check this out later too. Like this is a limited collaboration between Timex and Noah. I think it's a fashion brand, and they made like a quartz moon phase. The issue is though, if you guys have seen like any wrist rolls or side profile pictures, it is a very thick watch. I don't know if I personally would like it, but I'm trying to shop for deals. I can find something that's like 300 Canadian dollars or under, I might venture to pick it up. But let me check out. Oh, this is just like the Batman. Or is it like a blueberry? What is this? Not released in Japan. Okay, I guess this is like cool for Japanese people. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in North America we've seen that already. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess maybe I can show you guys just how thick this watch is. So this is a like an even more special one. It's not just the moon phase, it's the sun and moon. But you know, the thing with this watch is that I don't want to try to guess the psychological processes of people listing this watch, but almost nobody will list this watch with a side profile because it is just that thick. It's super thick for a quartz watch. I'm gonna keep trying to see. Okay, maybe you can see from here. Look at that. Look at how slab-sided this is. It's probably like 10 millimeters, which I guess is thin for a watch, but yeah, it's still pretty thick. That's a cool G-Shock. Safari Japan Limited. Are you into German watchmaking, a CQ? Yeah, I do love Glashütte CQ. I also like this brand called Dornbluth and Sons. It's been a while. Dornbluth. Oh my god, I'm butchering this. Okay, Dornbluth and Sohn. I really like this brand. It was one of the. Look at this picture. I know exactly. Yeah, this is when Talking Hands was selling a watchfinder. That's how I discovered this brand. Shout out to Talking Hands. Oh, sorry. Back then, probably like 20-30 minutes ago, I was talking about which YouTube channels I used to watch the most of. I said Bark and Jack. What is the guy's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. What is the guy's name? His face is like imprinted in my mind right now. I'm like blanking. There was Bark and Jack, Archie Luxury, and Oh my god, I can't remember his name right now. Urban Gentry. Thank you, Urban Gentry. Those are my three main channels that I would just kind of put on in the background. But whenever Watchfinder dropped a new video with talking hands, I think his name is Andy, on there, I would just catch every single episode, and there were so many cool watches to be discovered, and that's how I found out about Dornbluten Zone. Very expensive, but amazing craftsmanship. And then of course the Glashütte CQ, it was on my list for a really good while. I really love the design of that watch. I think the German style of how they did the diver watches is just, yeah, there's something special about it. Chris says, event at the GWC, yeah, the GWC Tudor Boutique. Yeah, thick rectangular watches where, like, even this one, it's I think this is like, how thick is this? W62 V3 thickness. Yeah, this is only 10 millimeters thick. I don't know if you guys can see this. 10 millimeters thick, but even then, I think it's absolutely pushing it. Like, any thicker, you would really see how slab-sided it is. Also, it's not a totally rectangular watch. It's like Tor. Someone corrected me in the comments. Not Torno. Torno is no Tono. I think Tono is how you say it. Anyways, what was I doing? Let's go on to the next one. Let's check this watch out. Let's see how thick it is, but also how cheap it is. If there's a cheap one, then I might pick it up. $400. That's okay. Okay, next one. Did I already search Nano Universe? Jimmy James Goodman. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. The watch stores in Japan looked awesome. Did you notice a lot more than Vancouver of cool watches out in the wild people wrist while walking around? I actually did, and I wanted to do like a quick chat about this with you guys, but it didn't warrant a video, so I guess this will be a good time to talk about it. Number one, I feel like Japan is a very safe country compared to the rest of North America, and from what I hear, Europe for sure. So I think people are a lot more comfortable just wearing watches out and about. And then also, because I was a pedestrian for like 95% of my Japan trip, I get to see what other people are wearing. Here I'm just driving. For the most part, I'm like sitting in the office or like sitting in a restaurant. The watches Japanese people wore, there were a lot of Rolexes, a lot of Omegas. I spotted like 3 or 4 Panerais in my 2024 and 2025 last year's trip, like 4 or 5 in total. I think I saw 2 IWCs out in the wild, so they really like the Swiss brands. I didn't see any Grand Seikos out in the wild. I saw a few Seikos, but I think like if you see Seikos out in the wild, it's not because people like the Seiko brand, it's because that's the price point that they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you only have a $300 to $500 budget and you buy like a Seiko 5 Sports, it doesn't mean you like your heads over heels for the Seiko brand. It's just like that's your budget. But if your budget is like $10,000 or $15,000, then you start to have some brand preferences out there. I guess you could say, okay, if I have $500, I'll spend it on the Timex or like a G-Shock, I guess, but they're all pretty different from each other. Or maybe like Orient or Citizen, I guess there's that argument to be had. But I feel like the de facto watch under $500, or even $300, is just the Seiko 5 Sports. But yeah, there's definitely some cool watches out in the wild. I would say most of them are pretty safe picks. I didn't see any Breitlings out in the wild, although I suppose that's a more North American brands. Like when I think of a Breitling wearing man, I think like a, muscular, someone that looks very reliable. I'll just give it that way. Like in North America, I didn't see any Zeniths out in the wild, no Franck Muellers, although there were a lot of Franck Muellers in stores. I didn't see any out in the wild. I didn't see any Tudors, although I do know for a fact that Tudor doesn't do as well in Japan because it might be a cultural thing where for the Japanese, if they want to buy a watch, they want to buy something that has prestige, So most of the time, if they're going to buy something, they just buy a Rolex. They think Tudor is kind of like a compromise. And to be fair, North America had that same thought process for the longest time. And I think that's starting to change a little bit. I still think the majority of non-watch people think Tudor is like a Rolex sister brand. But for us watch enthusiasts, we come up with all sorts of reasons why Tudor deserves to, stand on its own toes kind of thing. But there were no Tudors, no Longines, no Mido, none of those like $1,000, $2,000 brands. And I don't think I saw anything higher than Rolexes. I think Rolex Datejust, Submariner. I saw a Platinum Daytona on the train to the airport. That was pretty crazy. Like, you would not see that anywhere in Canada. It was just a guy with like 2 luggages and a duffel bag, and he was wearing a Platinum Daytona. Yo, if that was in Canada, like I would not feel safe if I was that guy. Is this thing on? Okay. I always gotta check after I pause it because sometimes the button doesn't work. Sorry, I missed a little bit of chat just going on that rant. Dornbluth is a class act. Thank you, man. Yeah, I love Dornbluth. They have some really good design. I think German design, just something special about it. I think Lange is like the pinnacle, but then the other brands like Nomos and Glashutes, like they have their own sort of design language. Watch reviews central and more. What up, my boy? How's it going, man? Good morning. Samuel Keller, greetings from Germany. Hey, man. Thanks for checking in. We're just talking about German watches. Imagine seeing a Platinum Daytona on the Skytrain. Yeah, I could not imagine that, man. That's crazy. Like, just rocking a... Because what I was going to say is... I mainly saw, like, Air Kings and Datejust and OPs. I didn't see, like, like Pepsis or Sky Dwellers, I guess, if anyone wears Sky Dwellers. I was going to say it might be because those people are in cars, not walking around or, taking the train. But I did see a Platinum Daytona, so that kind of defeats my case. Jimmy says, have you ever felt unsafe wearing your watches in Canada? Not really, just because I mainly just go to work and then go home, and then weekends I go to restaurants. But I think that's just because of like the areas that I venture to. I don't think it's the safest, but at the same time, I don't think it's like you're gonna get your wrist chopped off when you're in public, or someone's gonna like follow you around, if you know what I mean. But Japan is definitely the safest place. Anyways, I think we're about 2/3 through this list, so I'm just gonna power through a couple more. I have some pretty interesting watches saved for the end that I want to share with you guys. But let me go through the Nano Universe watches first. Let me see here. I didn't see this before. Got a calculator watch, got a Timex, Nano Universe. Trying to see if like there's any that I recognize off the jump. Okay, I guess that's it. All right, this next one, I don't know how many of you guys here played Yu-Gi-Oh when you were a kid, but I wanted to show you guys this. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh dual disc watch that I came across when I was in Japan, and it's like really hard to find here in Canada, but then I did find it on Mercari some time ago. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Look at this. Check this out. This is a digital watch, but it's built like a dual disc. Again, I don't know how many of you guys get the reference or like watched the show back then, but yeah, it's like you strap it on and then like your time goes here, and then it just got this like little thing. This is pretty cool. I don't think I would wear it, but it is a cool watch. I just want to quickly show that. Okay, let's go to Porter Tokyo. So Porter Tokyo, they are a I guess leather goods maker. They make like wallets, backpacks, luggages. They also use like what was it called? Fabric, nylon, I think is the name for the fabric. But yeah, like these kind of bags, I don't know what to call them, plastic maybe. But they had some collaborations with watch brands before. So let me see if there are any. I know there's like G-Shocks. They did some G-Shocks before. It's pretty cool. I also have a watch roll by Porter. Scott Tarlow says, oh, Maurice Grossman, that was one that, yeah, I forgot to mention. Lange and Heen, in my opinion, are the best German brands that make more than a handful a year. Crazy cool German low volume. Yeah, those, I can't afford them, but it's really cool to hear that the craft, the art of making watches is still alive and well in Germany. Jimmy says you love Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! too, man. Yo, it's like part of my childhood. Okay, I'm gonna open this one. That looks cool. Don't think this is Porter Tokyo. Wow, $6,000 for a G-Shock? What is that? And then here's another one. This is a... well, it's a G-Shock, alright. I think... oh, okay, the strap is Porter. That's pretty cool. And then you get like a nice case with it. $1,000? I just saw the price. What? $1,000 for a G-Shock? That's crazy. 30-piece limited. What is this? Is this really 30-piece? 30-piece is so little. There's no way this is 30-piece limited. I don't know. I think this is like a sake brand. Ichiko Super. What does the description say? Item number, Ichiko Super is a very rare item for sale. Only 30 bottles were distributed by lottery at the event. 30 bottles distributed? Hold on, I'm gonna run this through Gemini. Let me see here. A Gemini gassing me up. Extremely rare, not for sale. 30 units were distributed via lottery. Is it that rare? What is this though? Like, 30 pieces only sounds crazy. Let me see here. Or maybe I'll just ask it. How many pieces of G-Shock were made? Chris says there's a Porter Casio, bottles mean pieces. Oh yeah, Goofy watch. 30 pieces. The seller knows that 30 pieces. There are no serial number. Total production pieces behind the scenes unknown. Very small batch. Base model. Okay, so I guess this is like the standard version. How much does this retail for? If it's like 200 bucks, it would make sense. Like, it would make sense that even though this is only made in like 30 pieces, it's like double the price of a normal one. What the heck? What does it do? Let me search that. Yeah, that's fair. $200 for a standard production and $400 for this 30-piece limited of a liquor that I don't know of. And yeah, well, pretty cool. If you guys are interested, it's here. I don't think I'd pay this much for a Casio, but it is still pretty cool. Here is a Yoshida Porter collab. You can see the Porter logo up here. It's pretty cool. But $400 for a G-Shock, probably not what I'm looking for. Again, like after looking at the Lordmatics and the different numbers that Crest you provided, I don't remember them now. It's bad attention span. But yeah, I don't think that quite cuts it. I don't understand why this is $6,000 though. Like, it comes in a Porter bag, but it's still a G-Shock at the end of the day. Maybe I just don't know enough about G-Shocks. Okay, let's move on to a different way to search Porter, which is Yoshida. Here's another G-Shock. No G-Shock is worth this. I hate to admit it, but I agree. I don't think I'd spend $400 on a G-Shock. Here's another one. I guess Porter only did collabs with G-Shocks, eh? There's Ulysses Nardin snuck up in here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like you said, it is a cool watch. It is a cool collab. I love Porter, but I don't think I'd spend more than $200 on it. Well, Case in point, I don't even really own a Casio other than my F91, so yeah, that kind of speaks for itself. Okay, so the next one is Frank Muller. This is a knockoff brand of Frank Muller. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. I don't even know how I found out about it. I think I saw ads of them, but they've been around for a while. And there was a point in time, I think if you guys saw my 2024 Japan watch shopping videos, I came so close to buying a Frank Muller. I'm very happy I didn't, because that's how I ended up with this Cartier Roaster. Like, it scratches the itch of me wanting a tonneau case shaped watch perfectly. And then it does have a higher quality movement. I think they're both ETA, but this is supposed to be like, what is it, 2892? It's supposed to be a higher grade ETA. Also, the brand is just a little bit more. It feels weird to say after my whole service saga, but Cartier is supposed to be a more trustworthy brand than Frank Muller. Not like there's something wrong with Frank Muller, but if you guys don't know the whole story of Frank Muller, feel free to go look it up. There were a few less than desirable stories in the past that came out about Frank Muller, and that's kind of how they faded out of popularity back during, like, what was it, 90s or so, I'm told. It was before I was even born, I think, was when their popularity was at their peak. But yeah, anyways, this brand, Frank Muller, they started making watches, I don't know what year, but then Frank Muller sued them, obviously, right? Because, dude, the design's the same, name's pretty much the same, and, you know, they're doing like crazy hours on all their swag. And so Frank Muller sued them, but Frank Muller actually won the lawsuit. And it was like a big FU moment to Frank Muller, and that's when they really stepped up their marketing, because they're like, they now have invincibility against being sued for copyright. So they just went crazy. They came up with all sorts of models, collaborations. They threw a bunch of events, and they've been around since then, which is, I guess, cool lore for you guys. But would I pick up one of these things? If I didn't have my Cartier Roaster, I might, just because I wanted to know K-shaped watch. But now I don't. I think this is more like a gag watch more than anything. But I do know on Instagram there are a few people who absolutely love the design of these, and there's some like funky names. I think one's called like a Headbuster or something like that. These are Gecko Romans. This one, you might be able to find like YouTube shorts about it. You can like shake it and the dice rolls around. Kind of cool. I think all of these are quartz watches, so you're not going to find, like, if you want real crazy hours, you will just have to buy a Frank Muller. I also don't think they make any Vanguards. Most of these are just like your classic Casablanca shaped watches. Anyways, I just want to share that. It's pretty cool. Next one would be, this is the Japanese character for limited. I'm gonna try to pray that we find a good Seiko with this. Done deal. AC says your roaster is fire. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Frank Muller and Breitling are for sketchy people. Breitling in a good way. I don't know anyone that wears Frank Muller, so I can't comment on that, but Breitlings are cool. Okay, I'm probably not gonna find anything like that. Oh, it's got a Grand Seiko here. Quartz model for 2.8 grand Canadian. What is that? I'll check that out later. Yeah, you got a One Piece. One Piece has absolutely blown up in popularity these past couple of years. Another one of my SBSA 187s. What is this? That's pretty cool. World Baseball Classic. Huh. You got a World Baseball Classic without Shohei Ohtani on there? That's crazy. I thought he would, like, for sure be on the packaging in some way. Another Seiko Tic Tac. You got a cinema roll over there. I don't think any of these are really limited. So maybe the query didn't work the way I wanted it to. What is that? Oh, that's a pin. Oh, that's another one of those pins. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Astron. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna modify the search. I'm gonna search. That I think means automatic. Initial D. That's the driving game. I'll check that out. Oh, that's the. They made like these watches for like the Honda Super Clubs, I think they're called. It's like the motorbikes back then. It's pretty funky. For people that like it, I guess it's a pretty cool watch. Or like if you own one of these things, you'll probably be very happy wearing it while you drive it around town. Super Cub, I think it's called. Super Cub, yeah. Have you seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Seiko? No, I haven't. Let me look that up in a bit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Seiko, eh? Here's another of the Ultra 755th. Another Grand Seiko for 5K. Got a King Seiko. Huh. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I remember this. I don't remember what the design looks like, but it was some wild design, man. Like, you know, let me just click it. It was like there was all sorts of things going on the bezel, on the dial. A lot of Super Cubs actually. Mechanical. What is that? SCSB. The Seiko is just called Seiko. I'm gonna check that out. Maybe it's a gem. Horime Yuto. Oh, that looks good, but too expensive. All right, let's do 3 more scrolls. Okay, we'll start counting down. 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 bonus one. Okay, nothing here. Okay, what's the next one? Alpinist. Okay, we're getting close, guys. We will make a decision soon. Another, that's the pin. Wow, these are all like north of 1,000 Canadian dollars now. They used to be so cheap. 800, 700, that's the cheapest one so far. I'm not even looking at the watch, I'm just looking at the prices right now. 800, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Wow, Alpinist has really went up in price. And guys, that's it for my list. So let's go through these, and then we'll make a decision when we're in the cart. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I think this is like an anime collaboration. This one, it looks like a quartz model. It is a good looking watch, but I don't like the brush center link and the polished outer links, although this has the exact same, but I don't like how this looks. I like my roaster, I don't like how that looks. This is another pin. That's cool. That's cool. Automatic clock Seiko initial D is a chronograph. It's like a chronograph with the bottom dial. I'm not sure. Oh, it's like a dashboard of a car, maybe. I never played much initial D. I only played it during summer school with, well, when my friend brings his PSP or PS3, one of the PSs, and I just played it in between breaks. 680. Okay, so this is the JoJo watch, guys. Look at this. Would you wear this? They made some absolutely, I wouldn't call it heinous because I'm sure there's people out there that likes it, but it's a little too much for me. Okay, so this is a SCSB 012. I think this is 40 millimeters, and then the crystal is a little domed, as you can see here. I think I prefer the crystal to be flat, to be honest with you, on these Seiko models. Like even when I had my Seiko Tic Tac collaboration, I think I bought last year, it's cool that it's domed, and I know it costs more, but I wish it was not domed. What else is there? I think, did we see this before? I'd like to look up that. It's just like, do I really need another diver? I already have my Black B58. This has a display back? This is modded? View translation. This product appear 42 millimeters. Accessories, no accessories. Possible back cover repair. Operation check is only done simple 24 hours. Do not check for a long time. Okay, so it's like there's like no assurance on it. Okay. This listing is just called Seiko, and it is indeed just a Seiko. So, well, that's a lot of text for just a Seiko. Interesting. And then this is Horime Yuto. See, I still know what this is. Horime Yuto. It's kind of got like a Fume dial, but it looks a little green in this photo. Don't know if I like that. Okay. You done searching? Try Seiko Sarb line. Yes, good call. Seiko Sarb. I'm expecting to see like north of $1,000. Okay, well this is not a Sarb. This is the Alpinist Sarb. North of 1,000. The black one is exactly at 1,000. Man, I remember buying mine for like $500 off eBay in like 2019, 2020. It's crazy to see that they're so expensive now. This one is 718 Canadian dollars, which I guess is the cheapest one so far. Maybe we'll find like a salmon dowel or something. Could you imagine that? Like the elusive salmon dowel Sarb. Oh wow, Sarb 021 for 400 Canadian dollars. Do we catch ourselves something here? Let's see. Oh, this one's got the weird lugs. You guys see this? It's got like angular, kind of like that samurai look. It is a cool watch. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't do that lug. I like the dial though. And like for the movement, it is a steal, but I can't do that lug. I'll keep it though. Maybe we'll, maybe our minds will change if we keep scrolling. I doubt it, but let's just try. 700, 3,000 for PVD'd out one. That's crazy. 1,000 for the Alpinist, and there's no more. Let me check the flea market. No data. What about I do this? No data still, eh? What about I go through here? Oh, it's called Kit Kat? You mean this one? Sarb 021. This is called Kit Kat? Why is it called Kit Kat? I don't like this guy's pictures, man. Like, he has it in fur. It just, I don't know. Like this is like unfocused. I guess it kind of looks like Kit Kat. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll be real with you. What does this translation say? Date display available. Please note we need an overhaul. Need an overhaul? Time will move on. Coma love. Okay. Maybe he needs an overhaul. Yeah, like it looks like the samurai case. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I wish these were cheaper. Like if it was cheaper, then there would be a chance, but oh, because of the 12-hour market. Oh, how about Orient Star? Okay, let's search Orient Star. Oh, we've been live for 2 hours. Okay, Orient Star. I'm just gonna wait. Let me go on Mercari. It seems like most of the used stuff are on Mercari. Orient Star. This is women's automatic one. I know Orient Stars has some pretty good deals. It looks like the design for most of these are the same, and I know Orient Star or just Orient in general, they don't really do collaborations with outside brands, so there's not that many like limited or collaboration pieces. They do make really good watches though, like really reliable watches, and this does look good. Orient Star, it's the case back. Damn, they even got the machine turn on the plate. That's crazy. How big is this? Outside, 38 millimeters, 20 clean overall accuracy, both are good. Mechanical watch, 30 years ago. 30 years ago? This was 30 years ago? No way. Is this really 30 years ago? Like for 300 Canadian, that's not bad at all. How much do I like this? Let me see if I can find the reference. I did search Kuo, but Kuo is too small for me because their watches are like all 34 millimeters. There was one listed here. This is a different dial. How come this is the only one I can find? What the heck? Is this? Oh, this is my pot. This is the pin. I'm gonna close this pin. $163 for a pin is too much. What is this? Can I search something from here? Orient Watch Co. Limited Japan. Water resistant, all stainless steel. What does that say? I don't think that's the reference number. What is the reference number for this? Let me try to Google it. See, like it looks like these, you know, like 6, 9, 12. It's pretty much the same layout. 6, 9, 12. So I don't think it's from 30 years ago. And then this on eBay is, how much is this? $416, and it comes with the bracelet. So yeah, it's like it's a beautiful watch, but it's not really an incredible deal, if you know what I mean. This looks closer to the one that we have. Yeah, I think this is the same one. Oh yeah, there's a bunch down here. This is like $163. That's crazy. And it comes with a bracelet too. Okay, that's definitely not a cheap see the sold price. I don't want to sign up. Well, they even got a salmon dial one. That's cool. But yeah, I don't think this really fits the bill to be purchased. So let's do our recap in our cart. We only have 5 items in our cart, so it should be pretty easy to narrow down. First, we have 2 King Seikos. Oh, sorry, we have 1 King Seiko. Hold on, I'm gonna keep the pot just in case we need to top up to like $300. Although I doubt it because everything here looks pretty expensive. and then one down here. So let's compare them side by side. We have a King Seiko high beat 5625 auto winding in operation. It is very beautiful, like Cressy, I think. Yeah, Cress set. Previously, the bracelet is very clean. The case looks good as well. Not too many huge dings. Looks like it's been polished before. And that's the movement. It looks good, but I don't know enough about it. I will have to do some research. And then we have the Lordmatic with a textured dial. Also, I think this is the one that Crest said the bracelet looks good. So this one I think is definitely a lot cleaner and in better shape than the King Seiko. I don't think the leveling up the brand prestige really matters that much at this price point. We're just really looking for a good conditioned watch. So between the two, I think this is overall in a better condition, but I'm definitely going to do my research on both of them. We've got this Seiko 5 Sports in green. It is cheap. I think this is the best deal in our cart right now, but I don't know how much I love that, what is this called? Darkened case. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. It's not PVD, but it's the case is not silver stainless steel, so not really for me, but it is here if we just want to opt out and grab something because it's cheap. Here's a SKX007. This is the best condition one that we found. I'm gonna check the price on that too. And then here is a 7S26 dive watch. So what I'm gonna do now is I'll just look up the references and see how much they are respectively on other websites. Oh, what am I doing? Seiko prospects. Lordmatic is better value always, in my opinion. Can you check San Martin SN0128? Sure. I'm not gonna ship a pot over. Who am I kidding? SN0128. I don't think it's on Mercari, man. Do they? Because I know San Martin is like a American brand? Or am I mistaken? San Martin, Miyota. Yeah, it's like one of the micro brands. I guess they do have some, but maybe they don't put the references in the name. Seiko, widely known as the SKX. Wait, but how come this doesn't say SKX? Wait, hold on. Versus SKX. Let's see what Gemini has to say. It's not a different watch, but rather the case legendary. Oh. I see. So it is the same watch. It's just this one referred to it by the reference, and this one refers to it by the name that everyone knows it by, which is the SKX. I think for $100 difference, I would rather have this one. It is in better shape, and also it comes with the steel bracelet. And also, I don't know what's going on with this crystal. It looks like it was scratched. So this one says goodbye from the cart. Just edit this. Boom, delete. Okay, now, unless we buy this one right here. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? If we buy this one, we will need to top up to 30,000 yen just to get the full value. But I don't think we're gonna buy this one, I'm just being honest, because I don't think I would really wear it. It's just cheap, so I'm gonna delete it as well. So now we're down to the Lordmatic, the King Seiko, or the SKX007. Let me check this out. Lordmatic reference 5605. Let me see how much. Oh, it doesn't work. Seiko. Let me see how much they're being sold for online. So Chrono 24. How much was this again? This one is 263. So plus shipping, probably like $280. This looks clean, but it is also $500. There's a 479 over here. This is also on a leather strap. Also, that case looks different. Is that the same case? I suppose it is, eh? I guess that is the same case. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I don't really like it on the leather strap. I think that's why I'm just kind of thinking like, oh, that looks pretty weird. This one says 56057020. Open through glass 30, push set lever, pull stem. What does this one say? Yeah, same thing. This one starts with a 9 and this one starts with a 0. So this is probably like one of the later ones to be made. Just wild guess. I don't know if I'm right. What if I would check eBay? What would eBay have? What's your opinion on PRX Powermatic? I think they're good watches. They're a fantastic daily. I know my buddy Keyboard Grinder, he dailies a PRX. I think they're reliable if you're trying to get that, I guess, AP look. You can't go wrong with a PRX. Try to find them used though. Dang, there's one for $229? What is this? This is so cheap. What? $229? And it's got the vertical brushing linen dowel? Not linen, what am I saying? It's just vertical brush. Yeah, isn't this like super cheap? Compared to this? I guess this has the vertical brushing as well. But damn. I don't know if that Lordmatic is a good deal anymore. This is crazy. 229 Canadian dollars. The fonts look this. Oh no, this one doesn't have the LM on it. Is it a redial? The hands also have like a opening to them. I guess this one does too. That's a deal if it runs. All right, let's see. Let's see what the thing says. Overall design, collectible, watch is in good condition, serviced and calibrated. It works well, all functions. I don't know what to think anymore. Okay, let me look at this King Seiko then. King Seiko. The crystal looks like it has some chips to it. Also, like with these more prestigious brands, I don't like to shop on a budget because it means like watches are cheap for a reason. So I don't. Yeah, like I'd rather just spend a little more if I really want to have an older King Seiko. Okay guys, you know what? What did Chris say? That's one of the earliest references, so no LM on the dial. Also the holo are correct for that. Not a sign of missing loom. Got it. Guys, I am down to these three. The Lordmatic, the King Seiko, and the SKX. What I'm gonna do is I'll do some serious research and then I'm gonna place the order, because I'm not gonna place the order on screen because then I gotta put like my address on there and everything, but I'm gonna place the order and in about 2 to 3 weeks time I believe they will ship the watch over to me. So it is gonna be one of these 3 watches and I'm gonna unbox it, maybe live, maybe I'll just make a video about it, but you guys will get to see. And with that being said, if you guys are looking to buy anything from Japan, make sure to use my link in the description. You're gonna get like $86 USD worth of shipping coupons. And there's like a ton of different like promotions that JPfans is subsidizing. So you're gonna get the best price out of any other proxy shipping services. With that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video when I get my package in. And thank you so much for joining my first ever live stream. This has been great, just chilling with you guys, looking at used watches in Japan. I'm sure by 1 week from now or 2 weeks from now, there's going to be a ton of new stock since we've went through this list. So maybe I'll do a second live stream just to follow up. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for checking in. And I appreciate each and every one of you joining us. Special shout out to Cress for helping me navigate the vintage Seiko environments. I couldn't have done it without you. Have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. I'm gonna end the stream, and I think there'll be a new video out next week. I gotta go draft it and shoot it, but I'm gonna try to put something out next week, and I'm gonna see you guys soon. Have a great Saturday. Peace out.